Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kalman and today we finally got something other than horror. We got a detective game. This one is called The Last Case of John Morley. We're in 1940s, we're playing as the detective who's been staying in the hospital for quite some time, recovering after the injuries he got on his previous case, and apparently right away he gets hired for a new mysterious case. So sit back, relax, or hop on the treadmill, and let's get it started. In the depth of darkness, he awoke with a start, heart pounding in his chest. The cold earth beneath him unfamiliar and damp, darkness surrounded him, thick and oppressive, the kind that swallowed every sound except his own ragged breathing. He tried to gather his thoughts, but they were scattered, lost in the fog of confusion and fear. Where was he? How has he gotten here? His legs trembled as he forced himself to stand, the weight of an unknown terror pressing down on him. Somewhere in the depths of the trees, he could hear it. Something was following him. Time buries all truth beneath shadows, but the past always has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, demanding to be heard no matter the cost. Ooh, I like the vibes already. Spooky. Wow, that looks beautiful. What's flying in my face? Is this snow?
Where am I?
Wow, the mouse sensitivity is crazy. Right away, let me fix it. Because, oh my goodness. Horizontal? Yeah. Let me put on 4 or something. Should be fine now. As per usual, 4. Nothing changed. Okay, whatever.
I know it's following me. I can feel it.
I don't see nobody following me. This is a lie. Somebody left some lamps for us. This is very convenient. Thank you so much, whoever did it. Okay. This is given Silent Hill. You know, the beginning of the game when James enters Silent Hill for the very first time before the graveyard with Angela.
That sound. It's coming from the river.
Look at this. This is beautiful. Like, I wouldn't mind taking a stroll in this beautiful forest. I know it's given spooky, but I like spooky. I don't know. And in fact, it actually reminds me of the forest that I used to have by my place when I lived back in Moscow, Russia.
If it catches me, it will show no mercy.
Spooky and cozy, you know. It's gonna show me no mercy. Okay, I do hear somebody.
I know it's hidden somewhere in this forest.
Interesting.
I should be able to see its light soon.
Here we go. Here we go. We got some mysterious hut.
Fast. I can gather my strength and plan how to face that monstrous thing.
That... Don't you think this is looking kinda sus? A mysterious hut, you're being chased by a monster, and the door in the hut is open and it's so dark. It's gonna be jump scare. I called it. I didn't know we were playing a horror game. It says it's detective. Last day in the hospital, the piercing light of the morning sun stirred John from his restless sleep. For months, strange nightmares had plagued him, and even the strongest sedatives couldn't dull the weird visions that haunted his mind. Another day in this wretched hospital. His wounds still ached, but he felt no regret. Despite the accident, he'd brought the culprit of those ghastly crimes to justice. After all, isn't that the duty of any good private detective? Okay.
The name's John Morley, private detective, and today is a momentous day. After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free. Who would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop.
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while longer. I bring you good news. The latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
Why are you looking at me like this, ma'am? You kind of standing too close, don't you think so? She looks so young, though. Okay, belongings, clothes on and the woman. Who's the woman?
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled.
Ma'am, you're standing a little bit too close to me, not gonna lie. Discharge.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
Nice.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
Wow, that was kind of rude, not gonna lie. Like, I'm being discharged. Oh, I think in the beginning of the video I said dismissed, which is probably different, but okay.
So the mystery woman who took my clothes to the cleaners was Penny after all.
And who would be Penny?
I usually use the Windsor knot. I should get myself a pair of derbies. Or brogues. Them looks brand new. The collar's pristine. Well-structured shoulders, nicely padded. These do a fine job of hiding any belly. Can't complain about that.
Okay, we got dressed. So I was saying, this lady was pretty rude. Like, I'm being discharged, right? And then she'd be like, have a good day, sir. Goodbye. What if I'm not fully recovered or something? I don't know.
My secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation.
Oh, so Penny is a secretary. John, I'm awfully sorry, but I just can't keep going like this. You've been laid up in that hospital for ages, and I've been land-skinned with no wages coming in for months now. Before was the state you were in, I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I thought it best to let you get better in peace. But the other day, Dr. Forner rang and said they were finally going to let you out, so I figured it was time to tell you. I haven't been to the office in a month, and believe me, I'll miss Hawthorne Street and that old moldy brick building of ours. But I've got to move on, and you know, even before the accident, you still owe me 3 months' pay. Peter and I are planning to get married, and I need some stability. I hope you understand. I've left my key under the doormat, I've paid the water and electricity bills, so these are in your hands now. Goodbye, John. I wish you all the luck in the world. P.S. A few days ago, an older woman came by asking for you. I told her you might be back at the office this afternoon. She seemed quite eager to have a word with you, Penny.
Damn it,
Okay.
Penny. I don't blame her, though. I better get dressed. The hospital gown that ties in the back doesn't exactly scream professional.
I did not skip anything. I just came here and he started talking different lines. Sorry for that.
Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares. Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
I planned to use fedora hat, but then my hair is so pretty today. Oh.
Story of my life. Nearly broke.
Story of my life, he said the Leon S. Kennedy line.
That's me. bloodhound, Morley.
Medical discharge. So this is February 3rd, 1945. Final review and conclusions. The patient has demonstrated satisfactory improvement in the pre-operative objectives. Okay. So we're good. I wonder if the dream that we saw was not just a nightmare, but something that happened to us in the last case.
Fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. And to top it off, with that downpour, I ruined my best suit. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. Quite literally.
Oh, okay, so we actually fell from a rooftop or something. Gotcha. Investigate every corner of your hospital room. We got Rookie Sleuth, an achievement. So if you're new and you're watching me, I usually do check everything.
I better hurry up. Just like Penny says in her note, I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
He's eager to start working. Well, I guess gotta make the money. Gotta make the coin. Can I talk? No. Okay, I guess we're just leaving.
Alright, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
What? John Morley's office. At last, back to the streets and the cold comforts of foggy old London. The chimney filled the air with the familiar tang of coal dust, while the rhythmic hum of the small industries in Whitechapel, Stepney, and Southwark rang in his ears like a symphony. Soon he'd be seated in his cluttered, dusty office once more, ready for the next case, perhaps finishing off some forgotten bottle of whiskey tucked away in a drawer, and mourning the irreplaceable loss of his assistant, Penny. Oh.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise.
So this is our house. Is this all my house, or is just...
Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new.
Is this a whole building
This
mine,
hospital
or just
stint's
an
given me a bit of a
apartment?
new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on. Sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue.
Okay. I doubt that it's all ours. Indigo stories. I do think that we only... the best way to block a passage. Just put some boxes I obviously cannot step over. Obviously. Detective Morley. Okay, so it's an office. Gotcha. And she left
Here
the
they
key.
are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note.
Yep. Just like she said.
So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "Punch Me" written all over it.
Who's Peter? Oh, it's her husband. The secretary's husband.
Penny's desk. I ought to give her a ring and try to sweet talk her into coming back. The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one. The case of the Red Shoes murder. One of the most complicated I've faced. Finally. Case closed.
Red Shoes murder. Do you guys know if it's a real case?
Even the coppers missed it. The slant on the letter E. My files. Cases, clients, debts. Too many debts.
We got another achievement because I explored everything. Dude.
This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab. The umbrella with a bullet hole. Souvenir from the marksman case. This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
Okay.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before she walked out on me. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
Why? Suspicious? Morley? Do I need to do that? Where's L? Where's Le? Y? Did it work? I guess we just solved our first mystery, first puzzle.
The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
Is he a gooner?
Oh, my apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
By
Good
gooning?
afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart.
Damn.
The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this case, and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light. Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I'ma say yes. 60, I'ma say yes.
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Can we do 90 instead of 60? That's my first question. Why now, by the way? That's a good question.
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened. To prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
Well, ma'am, it's been 20 years. Imagine somebody got killed 20 years ago, and then the ma'am comes to your office and she be like, well, I still want to find the murderer. 20 years after, maybe the murderer is dead already. Any witness 20 years ago?
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
Ma'am, it's been 20 years ago.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody. The delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
Ma'am, you literally make no sense. So, are you telling me the manor was abandoned for 20 years? So, if I come there, what am I gonna find? You know what? Let's just think logically. I don't care. She's paying me 30,000 right now and 30,000 if I solve the case. Well, I'm okay with just getting 30,000 now and then imagining, pretending that I'm working and for a week or something, and then goodbye. I couldn't solve it. Goodbye. Good job. Money.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
30k.
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver?
Makes sense.
It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Makes sense, ma'am.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000. Please, Mr. Morley, unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
She knows how to speak to people properly. She be name dropping the 30,000 here and there, now and down. Yeah, 30k, 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 30k. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm all in. I'm locked in. Shadows from the past. The visit from Countess Margaret Forsyth was just what John needed. A case with all the right ingredients to stir his detective instincts and earn some money. An unsolved murder from 20 years ago abandoned by the police and their incompetence, and a generous reward waiting at the end. What more could a man want on his first day back? The journey to Bloomsbury Manor passed without incident, though the rough, neglected road, ravaged by years of rain and wind, made for an uncomfortable ride. He arrived under the cover of night. The place was quiet, like the ruins of an old tomb, forgotten and forsaken. 20 years. Reach Bloomsbury Manor. Into the Shadows achievement. We got 4 out of 22 achievements already, wow. Wait, is this the forest from my dream?
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still lingered here, shrouded in an eerie calm. The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight.
That's
Every
beautiful.
step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Okay, here's my car. Why won't you shut it down? It's gonna lose all the fuel. The gates are pretty small. Or am I super tall? Either this or that. Cool lighting, not gonna lie. The lamps are on for 20 years?
Not a
Well,
sound.
damn.
The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
Westland Asylum. Westland Asylum will believe that the path to recovery begins with compassion. Wait, how Asylum is connected? Is this Asylum? I thought it was where we lived. Westland Society of Fine Arts, 15th February 1923. Your Ladyship, I write to you on behalf of Westland Society of Fine Arts regarding the exhibition currently on display at our gallery, which features several works of your daughter, Miss Elodie Forsyth. While we fully appreciate the remarkable talent and artistry evident in her work, it is with regret that we must inform you of a matter of concern. Several of the Society patrons, particularly among the more sensitive members of our community, have found Miss Forsyth's paintings to be of a highly disturbing nature. We have received numerous complaints with mothers remarking that the artwork has caused distress to their children, and some ladies reporting feelings of unease. There's a growing sentiment that the pieces are unsuitable for public exhibition. Wait, is she like a body horror artist or something? So okay, they refused. They refused.
Seems Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't exactly well received. Disturbing from the looks of it.
Yeah, disturbing, but can we see the pictures?
The door's chained up with a padlock. Looks like I'll need to find the key. This painting, it's rather grim. There's something deeply unsettling about it. Almost like it carries a shadow of its own.
I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing unsettling about that. That's not even body horror. Or maybe I've been playing too many horror games.
Fitting for a place haunted by its... Looks like the Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place. It seems Lord Fordside was a renowned sculptor, though his works were somewhat sinister.
Follow the trail of green lights to investigate past events. I am so sorry when he's skipping the lines randomly. I just move expecting him to continue, but then another script triggers and he starts talking about something else. Oh, interesting. I suppose it's a puzzle. Yep, it is a puzzle. Well, we have to figure it out. Elodie in blue. Can we take a look at the letter? No. Так, my lady, I would kindly ask that once the midday service is complete, you grant me a few moments of your time in the library. John Morley, your housekeeper.
So, the housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step.
Interesting. Okay, I'm into it.
A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand. Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
Move the cursor to the edge of the screen to go back. Wow, when I switch the pictures, why they kind of like slow changing the picture? It looks AI and creepy. AI and creepy, chat. So, I think these are the statues, and how we're supposed to figure out what's the sequence we should put them at. Who's looking at who, you know?
Another painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work. The Fordside family crest. A rampant dragon. A time-honored... The lock has been concealed. This door must open by some other means.
I'm pretty sure it's opened by properly figuring out the statues. Okay, so let's see what we can do. There's nothing on this guy. Oh wait, here we go.
Lipstick stains. Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office. An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter? Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it.
I can't believe it all stayed like this for 20 years.
2 chairs. One of them knocked over. It
This is
seems they met
crazy.
here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
Wow, so she didn't change in 20 years. This is crazy. I guess plastic surgery does miracles even in 1940s. Obviously a joke. Obviously.
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly?
Dude, she forgot her luggage. Are you kidding me?
Lady Fortside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
Okay, so she burned something. New key clue unlocked. My lady, I have reached a decision, though it weighs heavily upon my heart, to sever the ties that have long bound me to this household. Since the reign of King William IV, my family has served Bloomsbury with unwavering loyalty and steadfastness, marked by discretion and a faithful execution of our duties. However, there are limits to all things, and of late, this house has been frequented by certain individuals whose presence is wholly at odds with the principles to which my lineage is so devoted. It is no coincidence that our family motto is Oblatus, signifying something offered or consecrated. We are vassals of an ideal, the custodians of the most deep-rooted traditions and the bastions of the eternal values of our nation. This house has forsaken all of this, and you well know the reasons why. Please do not concern yourself. I too understand why you have allowed this. Rest assured, I do not judge you harshly, just as I hope you will understand my reasons. As of my family says, Fosta, best wishes. John Morley.
The housekeeper resigned. Seems something, or someone, troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
And so how do we solve it? What do we do? Wait a damn second. So saw this already. We saw this already. Do we? He said we got some clues. How do we access clues? G journal, no? Can we open the luggage to see what's she been missing? Okay, this is weird. I think we need to do something with the statues after all. No idea what they're looking at. But let's see. Maybe if I turn this man looking at the door, this lady looking at that lady, and this lady is looking at this guy. Okay, this is not working. Dang it. Dang it. Tab is not working. Yeah, there's something about the book. Must be something about the book. Oh, I see. Sir Alaric Fortside, astronomer. He is astronomer. Lady Eleanor, Armada of Balaclava, cannons. So she's like a fighter. This guy is astronomer. Wait, which guy is the astronomer? Okay, I think this one. This guy's astronomer. So he's looking at the telescope. One more? Okay, he's looking at the telescope. I don't know what to do with this lady. This lord. A prominent nose and a wandering soul whose steps trace perhaps where only blank maps had once lain. Cartographer. Cartographer, okay. Cartographer, so he's looking at the globe? Probably. Yep, he's looking straight at the globe. Now this lady is who? Lady Isolde Fortside, a pianist, okay. Is her Isolde? Who's Isolde? I think this lady is Isolde. She's... pianist? Oh, where's the piano? Why I was convinced that I saw the piano? Well then, there's no piano. Oh. But there are piano sheets. Maybe she is Isolde. Wait, did I open? No? Okay. It was a weird noise. Let's see if we can solve it. One more? Okay, she's looking at that. This is the warrior lady. We made it. Congratulations. You see, I didn't even cut or check any... What she was looking at? Oh, the... shield. Heraldics.
This must have been some sort of private study for the Countess.
It's a small one, not gonna lie.
Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie. They look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time.
I don't believe that they had pictures like this in 1923 or whatever the year is. This is crazy. Passport.
An old pocket watch. It probably belonged to Lord Fordside, Lady Margaret's husband. A British passport. Lord Fordside was undoubtedly a man of the world.
Dieu mon droit.
This looks like the key to the main hall. Could be my way into the heart of the house.
Lady Margaret Fordside, I am writing to you as the attending physician of Ward 2 to provide an update on your daughter Elodie's progress. It is with great pleasure that I report her notable improvements. Elodie now confides that she is no longer experiencing dark thoughts. Damn, she's on therapy just like me. Oh my goodness. Most importantly, the nightmares have subsided and she has begun to communicate more amicably with her fellow patients, a crucial step in her recovery. Elodie has also asked me to relay a request. She would like you to bring her amber necklace when you visit this Sunday. I will continue to keep you informed. Moulder.
Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility. But she supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her.
That's what it says. Okay, let's go to the main hall and see what's going on. I'm trying to like literally lock in. Oh, wow. It's given alone in the dark. There was also a garden in the house with a giant tree. An enormous tree in the heart of the mansion. The place is no ordinary house. Why didn't he say it? Here lies Elodie.
Here lies Elodie.
Elodie.
Rest eternally, beloved daughter, beneath the tree that once watched you grow.
Oh
so
wow.
This is where Elodie is buried.
Are we gonna unbury her? This is crazy. It's given Resident Evil Spencer Mansion, but more naturalistic. Can we go out? We can't. We are trapped, everybody.
This door is locked as well. If the Countess wanted me to investigate, why didn't she leave the doors open? Layers of dried oil paint, left untouched for 20 years. It's a grand ship on the open sea.
I was playing without the lamp, sorry.
Looks like the last painting Elodie was working on was of a ship at sea. The whole gallery is filled with maritime references. She seemed quite obsessed with it.
I'm sorry, but what's wrong with the texture of this carpet? This is crazy. It's like it's flipped, but why there's no texture at all?
A man with his back turned, watching a ship go down. This door appears to lead out to the back garden. Locked with a padlock. I'll need to find the key.
Will do. I'm so sorry if the game is too dark. It's dark for me too.
Looks like some sort of clue.
Oh, clue. Trace the tree's journey from
Trace
birth.
the tree's journey from birth to decay.
Thank you.
Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Unlock the path ahead as art lights your way.
Так. Trace the tree's journey from birth to decay. Follow the path of the artist in a thoughtful display. Arrange the 4 stages and the door will obey. Okay. 4 stages, 4 seasons. Drummond's dining room, okay. What's that? Can I pick it up? My lady, I must confess, never before has anyone requested something of this nature from me. I believe I am capable of this task, but I must inform you that it will require a significant sum. Certain parts will need to be specially crafted in the city, and I must first commission the necessary plans. What are you asking for is a piece of intricate engineering, but rest assured there will be no more ingenious way to restrict access to certain areas of the house. Area A, private quarters. B, guest quarters. Kitchen, servant. C. Oh. Thomas Blacksmith.
Lady Margaret took special care to secure the house, restricting access to certain areas.
But if she hired me to investigate, why would she do this to me? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. I won't be able to like randomly figure it out, you know, how I used to do it in Nancy Drew video games when I was young and I didn't have access to internet. Okay, listen. We need to trace something about the lifespan. 4 seasons. Okay.
Some of these paintings are really dark and sinister.
Okay, might be not as hard as I thought it would be. We already got 1 picture.
This looks like Elodie's diary. Let's see what her last entries reveal.
Don't you think it's not nice reading Lady's diary without her consent?
I'm absolutely over the moon. Walter has written to say he is coming. I met him at the Western Sanatorium, and we have grown so very close. He was there recovering from the trauma of a shipwreck, where he tragically lost his companions. By sheer luck, he was rescued, but not before spending an entire year on an island living amongst the natives. He truly is an adventurer.
Interesting, I suppose.
A young woman screaming in the middle of the darkness.
These pictures are not given pictures from 1923, not gonna lie. I hope these are not AI.
I'm so happy. Walter has finally arrived. I must admit, I am utterly captivated by him. I invited him to visit, and he gave me his word he wouldn't fail to come as soon as he was able to leave. And now he's finally here. I can scarcely contain my joy. It feels as though all the darkness has faded away.
Not for long, darling. Not for long. It's always like this, you know. You feel like everything is behind, all the bad
They look
stuff.
so in love. So happy. I wonder what became of Walter after Elodie died.
Yeah, you think everything is nice and then boom, hello again, depression. Not even funny, not gonna lie. We got everything, chat. Congratulations. This is how we do. Solving left and right, left and right. Yggdrasil. What? That's a cool statue. Looking like, for some reason, this laying down figure, it gave me Abstract Daddy from Silent Hill 2.
Damn it, it's not here. It's simply not here.
Walter Brandon Stella Maris's vessel. What?
This must be the Countess's handwriting. What was she searching for? Looks like a commercial seaman's yearbook. listing ships and their crews. It's open to the pages under S.
S.
Those poor souls. Tragedy seems to have cast a long shadow over this family.
Sus. Wait, why it's giving spooky right now? The lantern is not helping me. Tact, you know what? Let's do brightness a little bit higher, because you guys probably hate me. Bloom display. Brightness, let's go 130. Hopefully it's gonna be better. Oh. Okay.
A boarded up door. The access to the servants' quarters appears to be blocked for some reason.
There is no way you cannot just lay down and crawl under it. Okay, detective. This is given spooky.
Something definitely happened here. Was it a struggle? These broken chairs. Someone must have held them to the ground with great force.
Obviously I can open now the planks.
A silver knife is missing, and it's nowhere to be found. Likely taken by the same person who caused all this destruction. Some of these tools have been bent, likely trampled over.
This mysterious figure, shadow of a figure, is very tempting to check out, but I'm expecting a jump scare. What is this? That's scary. Okay. We cannot investigate it though, so we're good. Let's just progress. That was fast.
Looks like the crowbar is broken.
Of course.
Lady Margaret, after the death of her daughter, dismissed the staff and left the mansion.
But why the lights are on? This is bothering me so bad. Oh boy.
A pair of blood-stained scissors stuck in the sink basin. Deeply unsettling.
Somebody is breathing in my ear, chat. Do you hear it? Is this the main character? Why he's so spooky? I did not expect it to be a horror game. Not gonna lie, I'm terrified.
No doubt. This is the cook's room.
No doubt, yeah. Since there's a recipe. What's the note saying? I cannot see. Excellence in housework, English servant.
A good way to motivate the staff.
I just really hope nobody's gonna jump in my face, y'all. I am so not ready. What the hell?
The young maid was an avid fan of actor Valentin Rudolph. What a collection of posters from his films.
This is 100% AI. Oh, goodness. Dear mother, I wish I could tell you that all is well and that I'm happy here in the Countess's household. Mrs. Murwer, the housekeeper, takes good care of me. Lady Margaret sees no one but her daughter. According to Mrs. Murwer, she fears some kind of relapse and manor is falling apart day by day. But the worst is, mother is the man, the dork. He lurks in the shadowy corners of the house when I'm cleaning or carrying out my tasks and throws himself at me. He's incredibly strong, his great hand size me, and I feel completely helpless. At night I'm afraid to go to the lavatory. There is the dim solitude. I feel watched by something wicked, and a deep spectral breathing leaves me frozen with fear. Only Mrs. Moore's was... Dude, this sounds weird.
A doll pierced with an awl. A warning?
No shit.
A backgammon board. One of the oldest board games.
The atmosphere is good, but the AI usage is not. Not gonna lie. Area B. Okay, 34982. I'm going to take a picture. Because I know what's it for. Wait, did we get a hint about how the second starts? Yeah, area A, 25. You know what? I'm gonna take another picture. So at least we know the first two numbers. Okay.
Miss Marva apparently knew her way around the tarot. What a dreadful spread. And what a chilling omen it revealed. Evil approaches. It will bring death, and lay ruin to the house and all who dwell within.
No, for sure. For sure it's something about tarot, and whenever any piece of media, what you see with tarot cards, it's always death, it's always the hangman, it's always the devil, and obviously the tower. Obviously. So I suppose we can leave this area and use the code. I'm not gonna tell you lies.
Is there someone else in the house?
Wait, where? Dude, like, yeah, there is somebody. What is this thing on the screen that leaves the trace? It is so bothering me. Is it motion blur? No, it's off. Lens flare. Bloom. Maybe ambient occlusion? Let's turn off blur and lens flares. It's pissing me off. Probably pissing you off too. Блять, it's still there. Okay, whatever.
Who the devil is that man? He had a knife. I'm completely in the dark here. I don't think he saw me.
Wait, are you kidding me? I think he's hallucinating. I think our man is hallucinating, guys. This is so scary. But there's no way there's a man in this, I always go right, in this house 20 years after. I'm even scared to run, not gonna lie. The atmosphere is good. Tak, okay, let's try. This is A. We got A. Exactly what we needed. Tak, what was the code? So the code is 3 4 982. Three, 4, 9, 8, 2. 3, 4, 9, 8, 2. A. Ой, блять, it was B. I am sorry. 3, 4, 9, 8, 2. 3, 4, 9, 8, 2. And I need to press left mouse button? Are you kidding me? I cannot crouch in this game. Oh, this is scary.
Another boarded up door. The question is, was it sealed before the murder? And why?
So it's like a balcony, okay.
This must be Walter Brandon's room.
He got a chest. A lockbox. Jesus? What?
A model ship. Mr. Brandon must have felt a deep yearning for the sea.
This is given orthodox icon. And we're like in London.
A compass and a sextant. Tools of a sailor.
Kinda weird.
The painting of a ship. Unmistakably in Elodie's style. An empty bottle. It smells of good rum.
20 years after? Okay.
The diary of Walter Brandon. Perhaps it holds some clues about who he was, and what his involvement in this case might be.
Oh, okay.
I am terrified that man has found me. I fear something dreadful is about to happen. Tonight as I awoke, I saw him, standing at the foot of my bed. I could not make out his face, but his knife. The gleam of its blade shone in the darkness. I sprang up suddenly, determined to confront this stranger. Grabbing the heavy candlestick from the nightstand, I hurled it with all my strength. He vanished into the dark.
What on earth happened? Did Walter also see the mysterious man with the knife? It's absurd. This occurred 20 years ago.
Right.
Surely that man can't still be lurking about. Can he?
No. That's what I am saying. And what do we need to do? Like, we need to solve this somehow. Where's my lantern? Am I missing something? Because apparently, this investigation is not done. Nothing here. Not the carpet. The ship. We already spoke about all this. Oh, here we go.
Coming here was a grave mistake. He has followed me, watching and lurking in dark corners, waiting to surprise me. I dare not tell Elodie. She would think the one thing I dread most for her to believe. I see him again from the window, watching me. His long hair and beard obscure his face, and he still holds that knife. He means to kill me.
It's given Rasputin.
I am losing my faculties. It is best I return to the ship. Everyone seems to be conspiring against me. The housekeeper despises me, accusing me of misconduct. Perhaps I'm not a man of refinement, but I know what respect is. Yet this morning, as I awoke from my rest, she was enraged with me. It was of no use to tell her I had slept peacefully. An external maid who comes to clean was crying and accusing me of having approached her in an unseemly manner. I would never do such a thing. I am a sailor, a man of the world. I know how to conduct myself.
I like it how all the captains, they always wear turtlenecks. This is so funny. Such cliche, but I suppose it's a true one. New key unlocked.
The last entry in the diary. Dated the very night of the murder.
My beloved Elodie, why can you not believe this poor sailor who only wishes to love you? I have left everything behind. My ship, the sea, all my world, just to be by your side as you asked me to. Damn it. I can hear the man with the knife coming up the stairs from the hall. I need to hide.
Walter was terrified. What in the devil was happening here? It seems this trunk was all Walter owned. I should take a look at it.
How does he open stuff just by unlocking memories? We got a key.
A photograph of Elodie. No doubt Walter cared for her deeply. Seems I'm not the only one with a fondness for hats.
Get a fedora.
Looks like the key to the back garden. I better head back to the staircase gallery. Pretty sure I saw a door to the outside there.
You don't even want to read what the note says? Whatever you say, my man. Where's the man with the beard and the knife? The flashlight, the lantern. It's not giving at all. But at least we are progressing, you know what I mean?
The killer likely fled through the rear door of the house.
20 years ago, yep. Yep. Exactly. I like the environment though in this game. It's interesting.
A filthy coat, soaked in some kind of blackened, hardened liquid. Aged over time.
What could be that liquid? Maybe blood?
It's clear that the man who killed Elodie discarded his blood-stained clothing during his escape. Here's the missing kitchen knife. Undoubtedly the murder weapon. Despite his injuries, the killer rid himself of anything that might incriminate him before fleeing the scene. The boots, the coat, even the knife. It's a chilling thought, but those very items remind me of the figure seen lurking near the manor.
Yeah.
The same figure Walter Brandon spoke of with such dread. And perhaps the very one who was said to have harassed the maids. That mysterious presence was, in all likelihood, the murderer of Elodie Fordside.
This is weird. Remember I was complaining a couple streams ago about bad writing. I cannot say that the writing in this game is good at all, but you know, at least it's interesting to follow it. Or maybe it's just me and I don't know that some cases they can be brought back 20 years after closing and people still looking for killers 20 years after. No way anybody does that.
At that old fountain in the garden, now little more than a basin of stagnant water, one can still make out the faint impressions of bloodied hands.
So he washed his hands in there. I suppose. Very convenient layout of this whole garden. Music is cool, not gonna lie. Can we go upstairs? We can't. So this thing is blocked. We are looking for another green trace. Here we go.
The gate still bears the macabre traces of that old tragedy, like a silent witness, pointing to the path taken by that murderous beast as he fled. Well, this ought to do the trick for that boarded-up room upstairs, just by Walter Brandon's room.
Okay, so I kept running and running and I didn't see the crowbar until I left this area and came back, and then it appeared, but maybe I was just blind. So yeah, at least we got the crowbar. Apparently we can open that door now. Let's see what's gonna happen. Here we go. At least we're progressing. Oh, he's a sculptor. Tak, that's a lot. To this day, 3 years since his disappearance, I still catch myself entering this room, expecting to find him there, exhausted yet sleepless, laboring without pause, shut away for days on end without food or rest, carving his final dreadful and chilling masterpiece, with those eyes mad, haunted, the same eyes that seem to afflict every Fordside heir without exception. The very same enigmatic, sorrowful gaze I find myself recognizing more and more in Elodie's face with each passing day. The day I saw her, scarcely 3 years old, create her first drawing, I knew that she too was lost. I cursed this wretched inheritance so steeped in misfortune. Tomorrow I shall take Elodie to sanatorium with therapy in a controlled environment. Perhaps then she might begin to improve. I shall not allow the Forsyte legacy to take Elodie from me as well, and I'm taking the picture of 25741 because it's for wing A. Nice.
Unlabeled liquor bottles. The damp and the passing years have likely worn away whatever once marked them. There's a distinct scent of wormwood. A sharpening wheel. Lord Fordside likely crafted his own chisels.
There's no way they were doing sculptures like this in 1923.
Lord Fordside was a gifted artist, no doubt. But his work betrayed a dark and tormented soul.
Tormented
This
souls.
unfinished fallen angel stirs in me a curious sense of unease. Almost repulsion.
Oh, calm down, Repulsion. You haven't played any body horror games, huh? Repulsion, he said. 2, 5. 5. 7. 4. 1. Okay, good. I'm deleting all the pictures that I used. Spooky. Hey. Who there?
Him again. Who the bloody hell are you?
He wears the same coat as Chris Redfield. Look, I'm gonna turn around and he disappears. Still there, okay. I mean, if he wants to stay there, let him stay there, you know what I mean? Is he looking at me? He's not even looking at me. Great.
The door is locked. I'll need to find the key.
Still there.
This room looks like it belongs to a woman. Lady Margaret, perhaps?
Why would you have a roof on your bed like this?
The bed is made. The Countess hadn't yet gone to bed on the night of the murder.
Dang it. Lucky stars. In 1923? London? What?
Seems Lady Margaret was reading in the chair that evening. The book's still open.
Why he
Right,
doesn't
right.
care
I
about
just
the
finished
dude?
gathering all the clues from the Countess's room before exploring other parts of the house.
Yeah, he left. The dude left. Okay.
This is a nightmare. I am deeply concerned for Elodie. The housekeeper has long been warning me about Walter. I have made some inquiries, and nothing is as it seems. Elodie remains blissfully happy with him in the house. I am at my wit's end. Since her return from the sanatorium, she has been positively radiant, a true beacon of light. They go out together and seem to have a splendid time. He appears very close to her. This is in stark contrast to the picture painted by the housekeeper, which is a complete contradiction.
Ma'am?
It's a damn fine bottle of wine.
Last night I heard him scream. He seemed to be in the throes of a panic attack. I approached on tiptoe to the guest quarters, and then suddenly I was struck with terror. An insane, maniacal laughter echoed through the night. It did not sound like him. The following morning, Walter and Elodie went out to sail on the pond. Everything appeared normal, and he was the most charming he has ever been.
No, let's say I understand what you're talking about.
Something made of glass has shattered here.
Oh my God, what is that noise? It's coming from Elodie's room.
Do you want to take the keys, maybe? Miss Ma'am, where's Elodie's room? Shall we go? I don't know why I cannot take the keys. Like, obviously they are for something. This is still locked. Is her room on that wing? It was the cartographer room, this one. Then this is the servants' quarters. No, this is... okay. This is the statue. Oh, here we go.
The fireplace tools, all knocked over on the floor. And unless my eyes deceive me, the poker appears to be missing.
Oh my god, Elodie!
Lady Margaret, quite agitated, grabbed the fireplace poker and rushed toward Elodie's room.
Shall we go? Shall we rush?
A
Fine.
key. Likely the one to Elodie. Lady Margaret lied to me. She hadn't taken any sleeping draught that night. She could have heard the attack and rushed to see what was happening. Why did she hide this from me?
Guys, like...
The more I investigate, the more convoluted it all seems. I should head to Elodie's room to search for answers.
So, she came to me, herself, saying, 20 years passed, go find the killer. And she's lying to me. She couldn't even, like, you know, undo the bad. There's no way. There's no way.
There was a struggle here. Clear as day. Not a clean break-in. The killer wasn't subtle. A pool of dried blood. There's no doubt now. This was the scene of the crime. A rag doll, tossed on the floor. I'd wager it used to sit neatly on the bed. Either it was knocked over in the scuffle, or perhaps Elodie dropped it herself in the panic. Judging by the sheer brutality of the crime, we can almost certainly conclude the killer was a man of considerable build. The blood-stained coat, found alongside the greenhouse knife, suggests that the mysterious figure seen loitering nearby may, in fact, be the very same individual who committed the murder. They say the killer always returns to the scene of the crime. But 20 years have passed. Why now? Let's attempt to reconstruct the events, just as they might have unfolded that night, and try to understand precisely what happened. Photograph of Elodie Fordside and Walter Brandon. If my memory serves me right, looks like it was taken at Westland Asylum.
Okay, let's reconstruct.
A teacup on the bedside table. Elodie must have lain down that night, perhaps already drifting to sleep.
Wow, her shoes are so cute. I love these kind of shoes. Get it, queen.
The door's lock, completely broken, indicates someone forced their way into the room, likely startling Elodie awake.
Chris Redfield.
Elodie tried to flee, but the killer cornered her near the vanity. She lost her balance and fell, breaking the dresser and chair.
Okay, now this is crazy.
The killer dragged her to the bed against her will. In the struggle, one of the vases fell from the mantelpiece. On the bed, the killer stabbed her mercilessly, again and again, staining the sheets with blood.
Poker.
That's when Lady Margaret arrived, striking the killer with the fireplace poker, knocking him away from Elodie.
But Margaret is still alive. The killer is also still alive, apparently. What is going on?
Wounded, the killer fled the scene, but it was already too late. Elodie was already dead.
Gather all clues from Elodie's crime scene. I'm confused. Did we finish the game?
The old Bloomsbury mansion. It choked my thoughts. It had that kind of sadness that seeps into your bones like old damp. and that sudden abandonment, so clear before my eyes, looked like a sinister time capsule.
Wait, I don't get it. This man terrorizing, like the Rasputin guy, he's terrorizing everybody who lives in this mansion, right? He killed Elodie, right? He got back, and he looks exactly the same as 20 years ago. Wow. Why she's trying to find the killer if she clearly saw him herself? What is going on?
One thing was certain. My next move was to dig up answers about the man with the knife, and about Walter Brandon, the sailor from Westland Asylum, an old, forgotten sanatorium that, 20 years ago, was the scene of a meeting between Elodie Fordside and that Brandon fellow.
So we're going to sanatorium, apparently. Really? Lament of the Forgotten. The old sanatorium loomed in the distance, silent and solemn, a monument to forgotten suffering. It stood like a sleeping giant, its walls stabbed in the horrors of another age. John knew that crossing its threshold meant stepping into the labyrinth of the human mind, where the madness of some and the cold indifference of others had turned places like this into bleeding grounds for nightmares. A creepy unease settled in as he neared the entrance, a whisper of dread curling at the edges of his thoughts. Yet he pressed on. He needed answers, and he was certain they lay waiting in the dark. That feels AI. I'm so disrespectful.
It was an ungodly hour when my battered car crept along the winding, shadowed road leading to Westland Asylum.
Like, why? What if it's not AI but a real person and I'm like, oh, it's AI. Oh. But it's literally making no sense so far. Hopefully we'll get to something.
What I found upon arrival was disquieting. The building, forsaken for more than a decade, remained illuminated.
Okay.
Was it some ancient emergency system defying the passage of time? Or was someone awaiting my arrival?
I am just so curious. So curious. Why no one's anywhere? Wherever I go, nobody's there. Gilbert, I'm leaving now. I have gathered all my belongings, but I see that yours are still here. I have had the return key to the entrance, but the passageway leading to the back courtyard remains. What? I've covered it a bit, but I'm sure you'll remember where it is. The kitchen window was broken, and quite frankly, I don't believe anyone will come to mend it. You should be able to get it through there without any trouble. Take care.
There's an alternative entrance, hidden somewhere in the wall of the asylum.
Can I press some buttons? He won't even touch some buttons. Really now? Really? We need a kitchen window.
The front door, sealed shut, as expected.
That's why I didn't even try.
Never straightforward, is it? I'll have to find another way in.
Where's the light coming from? Bro, what? It feels like the light is coming from the ground. I suppose we're climbing here. No way. I wish I could press it, but I can't. Here we go. So apparently this is the second location. We got 9 out of 22 achievements, by the way. I wonder if we're missing something. Because I'm trying to explore everything. I'm pretty locked in, even though it feels AI-ish. I'm pretty locked in, not gonna lie. I like the chill vibes, you know. Another one. 45% through with the achievements.
Oh, bloody hell. It's pitch black in here. Looks like I've stumbled into what could be the kitchen.
Wait, are you kidding
Damn
me?
it. The lantern. It's broken. I'll have to manage without it for now.
I haven't finished the exploration there. What? Okay, it's gonna be super dark, but we have to manage without it for now. That's what he said.
Some of the rooms are completely trashed. I didn't expect the asylum to be in such a state of decay. A bloody handprint. Someone injured must have leaned against this wall.
And the funniest part that nobody touched neither of these places during all these 20 years. Sure.
May 1922. This letter was written half a year before Elodie's murder. It's possible she was still a patient here at the time.
In view of the escalating violent incidents within this institution since the arrival of the patient BO3, we, the undersigned, feel it is our duty to express the following concerns on behalf of the sanatorium support staff. Patient BO3 requires specialized care and strict oversight, necessitating immediate containment in the isolation cell. I think it's about the bearded man. The recent incidents have understood that we strongly urge the hospital administration to implement decisive measures without delay. No,
The nurses were genuinely concerned about the aggression of patient B03.
it's Rasputin. I'm telling you.
Westland Asylum was a top place in its good old days.
Incredible.
The girl? How is the girl?
You mean Miss Elodie Fortside? Don't worry, that bloke didn't lay a finger on her. But you took quite a knock. This is going to smart.
Who's this? Okay. Hey, I'm hiding. Like, okay, for some reason, there's nothing any explorable no more. To all staff and family members of the patients, on the forthcoming Tuesday, the 6th of April 1932, and as previously announced, the closure of the institution shall take place. Within the span of 1 month, the sanatorium shall be fully closed and the patients will be transferred to other hospitals in the area according to the individual needs. As for the staff, you may request any outstanding payments.
The asylum was shut down 10 years ago. Judging by the state it's in, they probably had no choice but to close it due to the building's condition. Some basic rules, but quite necessary, I must say.
Huh.
It's locked. Without the key, I won't be able to access the upper floors.
I like how most of the rooms are closed, which means we don't have to investigate them. Office obviously open. No goodies here. Archive needs a passcode, okay. And East Wing is also locked. Gotcha. Memorandum. Pursuant to the established protocols and regulations of Westland Asylum, in preparation for the forthcoming annual report to the Boards of Trustees. Nothing interesting.
I need to find Dr. Sheridan's office.
For sure. We'll find.
This file cabinet is now empty. It probably held all the records of the inpatients.
We must formalize the admission of Miss Elodie Fortside. I have her file here.
That girl? What do you think of her?
I don't quite know. She seems a good girl. I do hope she recovers soon.
I know what Dr. Moulder thinks of her.
Oh, don't be wicked.
You cannot tell me you haven't noticed. Have you seen the way he looks at her?
Shh, hush now. Someone's coming.
This is sus. And she looks like the nurse from the beginning of the game that was taking care of me. Wow. What the hell? Wait, where's the phone? Wait, where's the phone? Dude, I cannot tell because there's no like sound design for the phone. It's everywhere. Here it is though.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Mr. Morley, is that you?
Lady Margaret?
Mr. Morley, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. I've been trying to reach your office, but I couldn't get through to anyone.
It's awfully late at night, Lady Margaret. How on earth did you know I was at Westland Asylum?
Well, I was already in bed, truth be told.
Lies.
But there was something on my mind. A vital detail I'd forgotten to mention. I called your office, searched for you at the mansion, and when I couldn't find you there, I assumed you might be investigating at the asylum.
I see. Very resourceful of you. Now tell me, what is this detail of such importance?
Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot. You see, the truth is, I'm afraid that you're not alone.
Wow.
What the devil does that mean? Hello? Lady Margaret?
She hang. Are you kidding me? Is it the basement? Is it leading me to basement? Goodness gracious.
Is someone there?
He is not afraid, huh?
Damn it. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Me too. Me too, not gonna lie. Is it on or no? What's the problem? That's sus. Open door, cold to warm. Westland is due to increasingly precarious state of the electrical network. So it's locked. Cell B04 is to be decommissioned as a holding cell and repurposed as a maintenance storage room. Staff are to refrain from placing any patients there. Okay. Valve. Blood. Do you see blood? Because I do. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Why everything is bloody? My god. Silent Hill vibes. But listen. Can we get a flashlight?
Internal report. Patient B03. Identity unknown. Admitted after being the cause of a series of violent incidents. The patient exhibits a disturbing duality. Episodes of unprovoked, nearly superhuman aggression.
He's been aggressive to everybody. We understand that, yeah. We need to put it in the right positioning, right?
Internal report. Patient B02. Mr. Robert Clark, 45, from Sanderson, is a persistent silent stringent restraints, such as an anti-biting mask.
Oh, look, there's another one. Okay, I think we just need to find the proper order. From cold to warm. So blue, yellow, green, red. Blue, yellow, green, red. Blue. We need to find blue. Blue is the first one. Another empty chamber. I'ma press all the recordings, maybe there's an achievement. What the hell? Так, let's do it. Blue. Blue. Yellow. Green. And red. We got him. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying. Open door, cold to warm. Blue, yellow, green, red. That's what I'm doing. Why it didn't work? Blue. Yellow. Green. Red. And nothing happens for whatever reason. Maybe yellow is kind of warmer. Then it's gonna be blue, green, yellow, red, right? Blue, green, yellow, red. Let's try. Blue. Green. Yellow. And red. Yeah, okay. So it was like a little bit tricky. So you had to like turn 3% of your brain. Or maybe one.
This room gives me the shivers.
East wing access, okay. Yeah, that's creepy. Probably a lot of tormented souls around this place. Uh-oh.
I need to hide. Quickly.
In this room, are you kidding me? Behind the chair?
I can't hear it. Could it be gone?
I don't know, but I found some patient info. BO3. Following several sessions of electroconvulsive therapy, the patient has shown significant improvements. Previous violent episodes have been entirely eradicated, and the patient now presents with a profound state of apathy, characterized by emotional detachment and a notable lack of response. Given the control of the violent tendencies and the stabilization of his condition, it's deemed appropriate to transfer the patient to Area M, less restrictive environment. Okay, so they performed electrotherapy on him. They transferred him. I'm just looking if he's behind the corner. They transferred him to a less restrictive area, and then he escaped and killed Elodie for whatever reason. I think my man is hallucinating, y'all. Not sure if the killer's here, you know. Still locked. I'm so scared of jump scares. Can we leave? No, okay. This is archive. This is East Wing, and we got the key. Nice. Locked myself with the door, sorry. Well, let's... Matthew Garbery, maintenance.
A cigarette case, with a bit of tobacco still inside. Clean water, an apple, a maintenance uniform. Oddly well prepared. Not a speck of dust on it. Looks like someone's been coming through here. Perhaps this is what Lady Margaret meant in her call.
No, she meant the killer.
Was she trying to warn me about something else?
Yeah, she meant the killer, my boy. She meant the killer. In fact, I think she is the killer. But then why she hired me? Interesting. Oh, we're looking for this doctor. Male's room. Like a restroom? We have plenty of combos that we need. Okay.
I'd rather not go through there. Looks ready to cave in at any moment.
Yeah, like we don't have any passcodes right now, so I won't even try. This is a huge asylum. We really need to find a flashlight because this is so dark, I can barely see anything.
Here it is. Dr. Sheridan's office. This is where I'll find Elodie and Walter's records. Elodie's record. Patient at the sanatorium.
Registration number 2546. Reason. Elodie was admitted to the asylum upon the directive of her mother, Lady Margaret, a notable benefactress of the institution. The patient exhibits a persistently low mood, a tendency towards social withdrawal, and recurrently negative thoughts. Basically me, huh? Okay.
Nothing of interest here. Strange. Elodie's record was easy to find, but there's no sign of anything related to Walter Brandon. Something doesn't add up. What am I missing?
Good question, I don't know either. Dr. Ferdinand, first and foremost, I must acknowledge the commendable results you have achieved with your recreational reading therapy. It is evident that the escapism and the avenues offered by literary fiction have contributed significantly to alleviating the anxiety of our patients. However, I regret to inform you that one of the patients, Ms. Elodie, will no longer participate in your reading sessions. Given that she is the daughter of the esteemed Mrs. Margaret Forsyth, I deem it unsuitable for her to associate with certain individuals whose questionable moral standing may have an adverse effect on the delicate mind this young lady has. Okay. Questionable morality. Don't make me laugh, Frederick. What truly eats away at you is the fear that those bad influences might actually be too good for her. What is it you truly aspire to? A seat among the nobility, perhaps? You're a pathetic hypocrite consumed by your own ego. Wow, it's all about, like, you know, hypocrisy and stuff as per usual. Here's the man.
Wait. No, it can't be. There he is, in the photo. Dr. Sheridan in the center. And right next to him, it's him. The man with the knife. That wild mane, that unkempt beard, it's unmistakable. But what's he doing here? And he's holding a book. What was that noise? Sounds like something just came crashing down.
That was so freaking scary. I got goosebumps. Fuck. That was so loud. Are you kidding me, game? Nothing changed though. Was it the rooftop? I suppose it was rooftop. I did want to explore the rest of the areas, but I pressed it and he right away went up there. So, it is what it is. I wonder if I go down, is it gonna be another 20-second animation. Or we can just do it. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, we got you, game. We got you. Oh, baby. Jump scare? Nothing here. Weird. The man is right there. Oh, I thought he was standing with the back in front of me, but apparently he was facing me. Uh-oh. Not good. This is operation room. Dr. Moulder, the books you requested are now available in the archive. Here's the new entry code. Okay, I'm taking a pic. To the archives. We got the code for archives. Nice. So since we got the code for archives, how do we go downstairs? Definitely not this way. Oh, stairs are open now. I couldn't interact with it previously. Okay. Second floor is locked. Basement is not accessible. First floor.
Impossible. Locked as well.
I don't even know what this room is. Oh, it's where we started the game? Okay, this is where we started the game. Yeah. What fell down? I have no idea. I thought it was elevator because it was so damn loud. Okay, we got the code for archives. So let's just do it and not waste our time, you know? 89981. Okay. Let me delete these. Now let's go. These are archives. Rorschach test. Today's code to open the key box, the moth. They all look like the moth. Key box. 5 numbers though. For the psychology test. Oh, I see. The moth. Which one looking like the moth? Number 4. So 00100. Bro, this game's puzzles, they do not require a huge IQ, big IQ. And you know what? I don't complain. I like it. Lift. Got the keys from the lift. We can finally traverse. The killer is not there, right? Okay. So, -1. Oh, -1 is the basement, right? And right now it was 0. Ground floor. Do I need to be in the basement? No. What's A? Let's go to the A. Maybe I should have closed the doors so the killer won't jump because the elevator is pretty slow. But it is what it is. Don't repeat my mistakes. Learn on them. Given Arkham Asylum, Batman. Obviously it's locked. A is attic. True. This is number 2. I think this is where the killer was standing. Yeah, and I saw him behind the door. Goodness. Scary. Is it though? Another room with nothing in it. Huh. Oh my god. This is so AI. Oh my god. You know what's creepier? A spooky picture or that it's created by AI? Our therapy room. Oh wow, yeah. We can tell. Dr. Muller. What's that? Listen to Dr. Muller's incriminating tape.
Patient recording. Elodie Fordside. February 3rd, 1922. Daily record number 23. Let us begin. How are you feeling today, Miss Fordside?
I feel well.
Elodie, we have discussed this before. If you do not tell me how you truly feel, we will make no progress.
I feel a little sad, perhaps. I am alone here. I miss my mother and having company. So much time with nothing to do makes me think of things I do not wish to think of.
I see. Listen, Elodie. I believe you are looking at this the wrong way. If, instead of dwelling on what you call dark thoughts, you were to focus on possibilities, your outlook would change entirely. A young, beautiful woman such as yourself should look to the future with excitement. Think of all the adventures that lie ahead. Your family, your career as a painter. Perhaps even finding a man. A man of good standing. One who could protect you from your demons.
A man?
Tell me, Elodie, is there no man who stirs your heart?
What in God's name do you think you're doing?
Miss Fordside, you may go. We shall continue later.
Very well.
What the hell,
Have you
Mr.
lost your mind?
Therapist?
Where is your professionalism?
Do not presume to judge my methods with your oh-so-righteous reading therapy.
Methods? The entire hospital is
It looks
whispering
good,
about
though.
you. She is a patient, Dr. Moulder, and she is mentally unwell.
Listen, Ferdinand. Stay out of my affairs, and I shall stay out of yours. Or have you forgotten which one of us is the director of this institution?
Do as you please. But if
Nice
I ever
teeth.
witness such a scene again, I will not remain silent.
Unlock every character in the game. We got another show.
Fool.
So the doctor was trying to do nasty with Ophelia, Emily, whatever her name is. That's so not good. Like my girl, she's here to get the treatment, and instead he's trying to do that. Wow. Internal note on patient organization and cataloging. Oh goodness, that's a lot. If you want to read it, please pause and read. I'm pretty sure it's nothing of big importance. This one I'll read. Maureen, finally patient 1365 has returned the book. Every time they borrow it, it takes a month to bring it back. When it is not him, it is that girl. I can't even imagine how many times they read it. But there are other patients who have also requested it, and I've made the decision to take it off the shelf and place it under the custody of the one who opened the golden box. If anyone asks for it, it will be there. Pia Wilson. The Myth of Psychology. Music is cool that's playing here. But what exactly we're investigating? That's the biggest question of mine. Oh, his room also requires numbers. Oh, where do I get them? Like, this is his room, right? And we got no hints as for what the number could be. This is locked. There's absolutely nothing.
The Adventures of Walter Brandon, the intrepid captain of the Stella Maris, braving the treacherous South Seas. What in the devil does this mean?
Find a hidden book in the asylum library. How it's gonna help me? Oh my god. So I used his number. I just used his number on this door from the book, and it opened it. Okay, cool. Find Walter Brandon's private room.
Stella Maris. That was the name of the ship captained by Walter Brandon.
There's something about that I cannot ignore, a quiet strength, a resolve that feels unshakable. The thought of all you've endured fills me with kind of admiration. I can scarcely put it into words. You're unlike anyone I've ever met, and yet I wonder if you sense it too. Those stolen glances, the way that seems to pause when our eyes meet. Perhaps it's nothing, or perhaps it's everything. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the night watchman rarely checks the attic on weekends. Some evenings, during those quiet moments before we're all sent to bed, I like to slip away and wander up there. There's a peculiar stillness in that place. Meet me tonight. Yours, Elodie.
That hospital screen is positioned like the sail of a ship.
Oh, true. Oh, he was wild. This is locked. Is this her room? Oh my goodness, I forgot all the other codes. Let's go to the attic, because I'm not quite sure what all the path codes are. They all have 5 numbers, while we only need... Oh, wow. Yeah, we needed 4 for this guy, but all the other rooms, they require 5 numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. My brain is cooked at this point. We got the key from the attic. How do we go to the attic? Oh, the elevator, right? Okay. So Elodie invited the sailor to go together to the attic. Let's see what's gonna be there. Here we are.
Looks like Elodie found herself a little hideaway to keep practicing her dark craft. Powerful drugs for depression. Anxiolytics. The girl improved, but it seems the doctors were baffled by her mind. Elodie found painting, and with it, a way to spill the shadows that crawled through her mind.
Blah, Elodie, very sad, not gonna lie. What kind of hospital is this? Discover Walter and Elodie's attic hideout. We got 77% of achievements.
A pair of scissors and a comb. Elodie put in real effort to make him fit the mold of her ideal hero. Hair on the chair, strands on the floor. This is where the transformation took place.
Patient 1365 became Walter.
She remade patient 1365 in the image of her most secret longings.
Wait, what? She gave him a haircut?
An alarm clock.
Most likely they used it to slip back to the second...
Most likely they used it to slip back to the second floor before anyone noticed they were gone. Every detail planned to perfection by Elodie. Their secret hideaway. Like two reckless teenagers, they started a romance, hidden from the prying eyes of doctors and nurses.
Bro.
For a while, they managed to keep their affair in the shadows, far from the eyes of doctors and nurses.
So you are telling me that they could freely use the elevator, go to the attic, and nobody would mind? Okay. Cool asylum, not gonna lie. What happened here? I am not ready to descend. Do I want to descend? No, I'm not ready. I want to see what's upstairs. Because why not? Oh, there's nothing? Damn, this is going so high up. And there is for sure nothing. Hail, okay. I wonder why we still have no lantern, no nothing. I'm so sorry if it's so dark for you. It is what it is. Our island. What? And no personnel ever comes to the attic to see what's going on here? What devilry? This game is crazy. The writing is nuts. Okay.
The room has been decorated to resemble some sort of island in the South Seas. Of course, I should have guessed. She pulled him into her world. Elodie created Walter Brandon. A draft letter, scratched out and full of corrections.
My dearest Walter, do not worry. Everything is in place. I know it won't be easy, but it is crucial that you take the first step. Once they grant you your discharge, everything will change. I will be ready to follow you the moment you are out in safe place, far from here. When you speak with the doctors, I want you to repeat the words I've told you with conviction, as though they are the only thing that matter. The shadow is gone. I have vanished. You are now fully yourself once more. Tell them you regret everything that happened. Speak of how you have found peace in reading, how you wish to live more serenely with purpose. Make them see the shadows no longer exist, as the darkness has completely folded. I know this is not entirely true, but I'm certain that with the effort you can control the shadow. Once you are free, I shall request my discharge as well. My place will be by you, and together we shall make our way to the Bloomsbury Manor. I love you, and I know that soon we will be free. This will be behind us, and everything we dreamed will become true.
She goaded him into leaving the sanatorium. That man was desperately ill. But Elodie's selfishness outweighed what little sense she had. She pushed him too far.
Dear Elodie, it has been some weeks since you requested a private session. With both your physician and friend, I find myself troubled and able to cast aside the thought, the solitude you spoke of those weeks past, solitude of which you have not since uttered a word. These days, burdened as I'm with you, I shall be continuing to my office. The code to enter my office is 39124. 39124, Dr. Moulder.
This letter. At the very least, it's highly inappropriate.
I mean, the whole situation is inappropriate, not gonna lie. Wow, I can climb up. Damn, my man is buff. Get it, rope climbing. I like it how we got the 20-second animations. Okay, so that's that for the attic. I forgot what was Moulder's office. Let's assume it's the second floor. Was my assumption correct? It was. 39124. Okay, we're in. Deleting the code. Thank you so much for your service. You got a tape right here. Okay, let's listen. Oh.
Patient number 1365 returns after an absence of 4 months. He's in a state of utter disorientation, perspiration pouring off him, and good heavens, there's a severe wound to the skull. His clothes and hands are covered in blood, and it doesn't appear to be his own. He cannot recall his name, nor anything that's happened during these past months. Seems to have found his way back here more by some strange instinct than by memory itself. The personality once known as Walter has vanished entirely, as has the entity we refer to as the Shadow, though given his nature, I cannot say with certainty it isn't still lurking beneath the surface. We have treated cases of dissociative identity before, but never one such as this. His appearance, his voice, even his build and weight change quite drastically. Now he looks frail, gaunt, empty, as though there's nothing inside, as though he were but an empty shell, waiting to be occupied. His condition calls for far stricter supervision. This institution is no longer equipped to care for him. I am ordering his immediate transfer to St. Dymphna Hospital. Dr. Former, a specialist in matters such as this, will take him under his care.
Oh, sorry,
As
I'm
I near the end of my tenure as director, I must see this case brought to a decisive close. The blood upon his hands, the emptiness in his eyes, all point to an act of the gravest kind. One his mind appears to have erased entirely. God help us, if the Shadow should ever wake again.
Okay. He returned. He killed Elodie and returned back to hospital.
So it seems Walter came back to the sanatorium of his own accord, though he was utterly incapable of recalling what he'd done. They moved him to St. Dymphna's Hospital. Could he still be there after 20 years? What became of him? I'll have to follow this lead.
Are we going to another hospital? The missing piece. The visit to the old sanatorium had left me more questions than answers. The pieces didn't fit, scattered fragments of a puzzle missing center. Did the elusive detail, the thread that could unravel everything, remain just out of reach? Perhaps the modern hospital held the final clue, the last chance to shed light on the mystery still surrounding the death of Elodie Forsyth.
That man returned to the new sanatorium, remembering practically nothing. Maybe it was the wound Lady Margaret left him. Or maybe his mind shattered and never came back after what happened that night. As for me, I was hired to find the one who killed Elodie Forsyth, and my intuition told me they were still there, in the depths of St. Dymphna. I sensed that the end of the road was waiting for me in that place.
St. Dymphna. Wait, in the previous room we actually didn't unlock two locked lockers. Two locked lockers, yes, exactly what I said. We didn't unlock them. Doesn't mean I missed some achievement. Right now I'm sitting at 20 out of 22. What? Somebody decided to break out of this place? Look, it's looking crazy.
Can't very well saunter in through the front door as if nothing's amiss. I'll need to find another way in.
Huh? We need to sneak in? Well, I suppose through the window. Really now? I'm telling you. No, I'm not lying. The writing is ridiculous.
It's locked.
Obviously. The patient must trust his psychiatrist. Wow, so AI. If you feel torn, neuromancine. I just picked some random letters. Oh, keys and letters too. Annette, I've sorted the copy of the dispensary keys you requested. Okay.
It's locked.
Dude, I didn't even press anything.
The night shift nurses are behind this door. I need to find another way into the hallway to the rooms.
Well, we just got some keys. We just got some keys. Can I use them? Peut-être this. Storage. Okay. And in storage we got another key. Okay. I hear the phone. I swear if it's this lady calling me again, the lady who hired me, that's gonna be so funny. I cannot pick it up. What? Dude, what is going on? This is ridiculous. What? Am I gonna end up at the same room where we started the game? The John Morley case.
In the case of the red shoes. What the devil does this mean?
Yeah, it's my room.
Lady Margaret.
That fateful night, I was startled by the noise. Those wretched cries of agony from dear Elodie. I rushed to her chambers, and there you stood, stained with the blood of the one soul I cherished above all others in this world. The housekeeper had warned me, but I turned a deaf ear. Elodie was finally happy, even amidst your incessant bouts of volatility. Yet, with the passage of time, your demeanor darkened. More and more frequently, that sinister presence lurking within you began to surface, each appearance more violent than the last. Elodie no longer gazed upon you with the starry-eyed affection of a smitten young woman. The atmosphere in this house grew suffocating, fraught with an unbearable tension. That very afternoon I spoke with her. She had resolved to end your engagement. You seemed, or so I dared hope, to have accepted it with grace. But that night, that very night, you ended her life in the most savage manner imaginable. I threw myself upon Elodie, desperate to save her. But alas, it was far too late. Months later, I learned you had returned voluntarily to the sanatorium. I sought answers and immersed myself in understanding the afflictions that plagued you. Dissociative identity disorder, they called it. A condition in which one might host multiple identities, each vying for dominion over the body. But the man confined in that bleak institution was not the shadow, not the fiend who had stolen my daughter. No, he was but the shell, the hapless vessel. And I yearned to find the true culprit, not the facade, the murderer himself. Thus I devised my plan. I came to visit you, and just as Elodie had done, I crafted a new role for you, a new identity to inhabit.
Girl, what's
I
happening
brought
with your
books,
necklace?
personal artifacts, penned letters as Penny. I leased an office and prepared every detail meticulously, down to the smallest thread, for your return as John Morley. Everything had to be flawless. And why, you may ask? To make you remember, to awaken the shadow, to summon forth the murderer from the abyss of your fractured mind. John Morley is a good man. Walter Brandon was a spirited young sailor brimming with love for Elodie. But the shadow was a merciless, unrepentant killer. I wanted to destroy the murderer who had stolen my daughter. But I could never bring myself to harm an innocent man. My obsession, my singular purpose, was to awaken the shadow.
Well, you did, and so what? What? Okay. Well, it wasn't a bad game, but dude, the writing is crazy. And it's like positioned like a detective game, but we didn't even solve anything, to be honest. We were like, you know, just going through the linear passage, or getting the codes when we're in the room that we needed to go to. So I wouldn't call it exactly a murder mystery. The writing was so questionable, like goodness gracious. But once again, you know, I was sitting here for 3 hours playing it. It wasn't bad though. So it was okay. I'd rate it probably like 6 out of 10, I'd say. I didn't get 2 achievements. Let me see what they are. Maybe there's like another ending, which I doubt, of course. Try to leave without getting dressed and unlock every clue in the investigation. Okay, I suppose I missed just 2 achievements, but everything else is cleared. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy rest of your day, and see you in the next one. Bye!